Yeah, we back here to talk about Sharp. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, yeah. All right, I see I'm having some issue with my audio again. Let's try this. All right. All right, all right, 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 all right. All right, let's get the show started. Ladies and gentlemen, another react to Sharp and his latest madness. Y'all have to like back there and stream y'all if y'all enjoying the music so far. Yeah, maybe you don't know white. And then you go out Las Vegas or whatever. Let me stop. Y'all know I do not be having bars like that. All right, so I'm just gonna react to what this one dude put up called Point and Shot or whatever. Shit was pretty crazy. So yeah, let's get started.
Out on Sharp's authenticity as a supposed gamed up player and award winning pimp, this video will show that that's probably all just a bunch of bullshit. And I'll show you exactly what I mean, starting with our first clip. This is going to be the opening of the show. So, Blue Jasmine comes on to promote her new self help book. This is the reason she came on the show. It wasn't because she wanted to hang out with Sharp. It's not because she thinks No Jumper is cool. She was paid to come talk to Sharp and promote her book. Okay. And this is how this show starts. Watch this.
Today, we're going to do the 100th, man. And I felt like, man, what best to do it. And then Blue Jasmine herself. What's going on? She made sure you gave me some bread.
First of all, this interview starts off real fucking zesty with him sitting up talking about some bitch gave him bread like he's a bitch and she's a nigga. So let's just get that straight. You start talking about this woman gave you bread like she's a nigga and you're the bitch. Like she's the man and you're the fucking woman. He expects respect when he's a man with no fucking plan. And that's my fucking bone to pick with Sharp. He's a nigga that has no fucking plan. And I can't wait till we get to these fucking crane crushing ass, crane crashers fucking clips that this point and shot white dude got to talk about with this shit. Cause I'm finna really go in on this shit. Let this shit go on.
For sure,
Shit
for sure.
fucking
That's
play.
probably why I'm a little humbler with you, but maybe. You put some money in a nigga's pocket.
How so?
What you mean, how so? Didn't see
Elaborate.
that interview? Not only did I make bread here at No Jumper.
So Sharp opens the show very rudely and starts talking about how she caused him to get money.
Right,
And then he
right.
makes it seem like he got her for some money. I don't even know what he's talking about. This is like his weird pimp delusion going on. He says, yeah, you put some money in my pocket, baby. So he's bragging about a podcast that did well because she was on it. That's not a flex. And why doesn't Sharp make money every show he's on? Why is it just the Blue Jasmine one that he's so proud of, that he invited her back for his 100th episode spectacular? You see, Sharp's very proud of this episode as if he didn't make a complete idiot out of himself then. I'll show you what I mean. This is the Blue Jasmine interview from a couple years ago.
We've got Sharp doing a podcast on the No Jumper platform.
Filming with
And I
this
feel like the
crazy
one thing
motherfucker.
that we've yet to see from Sharp that probably the world wants to see is him communicating
to a
with a
bitch.
woman. I thought, what better
Two
woman to start
bitches
with
having a
than Blue
conversation.
Jasmine?
That's
All
what
right,
it
so
is.
Adam's sitting in between these two like a cuck. He's got sunglasses on. He's setting these two up to have an interaction. Very, very cucky. And then Sharp, so this is the deal. Sharp is called on by Adam to prove himself as a player and someone who can manipulate women with his words. And he fails miserably. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. Watch Sharp go to work.
Hey, I'm about to pop it off. How long you been in the game, baby girl?
What game?
The game. Don't play.
Well,
yeah, there we go.
I
Don't,
mean-
don't,
I mean,
no,
I've
don't
been-
do it. Don't do it. Just say it. How many
I
years
think-
you done been fucking
I
with this
think
shit
that
for real?
I think I didn't know.
So that's the first question. That's how you're going to pop it off, so to speak. He says, how long you been in the game, baby girl? That's not your baby girl, first of all. Second of all, what the fuck are you talking about? She like tries to answer and he's like, no, don't. Shut the fuck up and let the guest answer your question, you fool. Do you understand? This isn't one of your
Pause. Pause. We getting active right now. The dogs was getting active. No, let me stop. Nah, but Sharp is just type person that he really is. Like, he is a bunch of fucking nothing. He really is. Like, I can imagine that he was being zesty back in those Crane Crusher days or Crane Crasher, whatever the fuck that little lame ass group was called. This nigga is not musical. And you know, it kind of, I'm gonna have to turn this channel into my piano, guitar, beats making channel once I move into this other place I'm about to move and have bigger space, and my piano is actually getting sent here all the way from Austin. But because this nigga is somebody that he was not ever musical. Like, all that shit that he did with the dolls and all that shit, nigga, you was better off doing that kind of shit any fucking way. You know what I'm saying? He's really a funny man, but he want to be taken seriously, Sharp. He really need to be over there working as a voiceover for the motherfucking Boondocks. And that's why I keep telling y'all I don't want to meet Sharp. I'm just talking about him online. I don't want to meet that nigga. He ain't no celebrity to me. Nigga, I'm a whole musician out here. And I done performed at jazz clubs here in Texas. And I'm getting ready to go perform at a couple of jazz spots out there in LA and Burbank. I don't want to meet this nigga. He ain't no damn celebrity. This man is not no fucking celebrity. This man is a dumbass. He ain't no fucking weirdo. He's just dumb on some real shit. And he want to be a bitch so bad. He wants to live in the place of a female so bad without anyone ever calling him a bitch. Like, you wasn't even doing nothing. He wasn't even doing nothing in Crane Crushers except for being a good aesthetic. Like a bitch like a female is a good aesthetic. That's all the fuck he was doing. He was up in Crane Crushers, whatever, being a good aesthetic. That's all he was a good aesthetic. And he wasn't pimping no bunch of bitches looking the way that he was looking. Sharp was not pimping no bunch of hoes back in the day. He was just a little motherfucker, but we're going to get to that.
Your substance
Let this shit play
abusing
out.
street level prostitutes that you deal with. This is a strong, independent woman who wants to be treated with some level of respect, and you have no ability to read that. You don't have any game at all. So to Sharp, being a pimp and a player means to be the opposite of a gentleman. It's very, very stupid. So I just thought I would show you that.
My chain. Yeah, no, that ain't what we gonna do, baby. See, you fucking up already.
I'm interested in so many ways. I want
It's extremely tacky to call somebody baby. That's not something that is cool. And I just want to here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give Sharp some game. So Sharp, listen up.
And I'm not even gonna lie, I would love to see Sharp in P-Valley season 2. I would love to see him in some of these shows on All Black. You know how people subscribe to All Black the same way y'all subscribe to Netflix. I would love to see him in some of those shows. But Sharp ain't gonna listen to nobody. So I'm gonna just talk shit about this stupid motherfucker with no plan. But he wants to be the man though. But he has no plan ever. Not ever. But he wants to be the man. You're not the man, homie. You never were. You was in Crane Crushers, looking like just being a good aesthetic. Like a bitch. It's a good aesthetic for most music videos. Let's get on with this shit.
Stop calling women baby. That's not sexy. It's not cool. It's not smooth. It's actually cringe. And it's actually tacky as fuck. And women don't like it. So learn some game, okay? Do you understand? I got a huge problem with this baby stuff. Hey, baby. Clean that shit up, and you might have a girl let you take her out on a date and pay for everything one day. If you're lucky. So this interview did very well. I think it's because of like, this is the first time we saw Sharp talk to a woman and he was like yelling at her and berating her for no one even knew what he was talking about. Adam didn't know what he was talking about. Blue Jasmine didn't know. He's just doing verbal gymnastics, saying just weird catchphrases out of context that don't make sense. He's just saying any old thing. Like, you know what I mean? He'll be like, so what'd you do today? I woke up, had some cereal, got in my car, drove around. What, you get it? Are you dumb? And Sharp's like, you can't have cereal without the spoon, and you can't dunk the spoon unless you go forward so you can go backward. Less is more. And he just starts going off with these phrases that he thinks is game.
Sharp is so
the man
Flint, Michigan.
That's where you win.
Nah, but I learned
That's
how
where
to be a
win.
business
Get the
woman
business.
from being around these
learning
people.
it. Get it passed to you. It's not what you know, it's who you know, right, Adam?
All right,
It's
so the
not
man,
what you know, it's who you know.
Actually, it's a combination of both, fuck boy. Actually, it's a combination of both. You see what I'm talking about? Now he's gonna scream and yell at this bitch like it's two bitches in a room yelling at each other. Let's let this shit play out. This stupid ass interview of this man yelling like he's a bitch talking to another bitch.
Get that shit passed the fuck off on you. If your game is strong, less is more.
It's true.
Getting your pussy 5 times, you don't know where the fuck that man's mouth been.
Wow, did you guys hear that game that was bestowed upon us by the
Now you talking to one of your daughters? I thought you was talking to some bitch you don't like, some sleaze bitch. Some slut bucket that you don't like. Now you talking like you don't know where that man's mouth been. He don't even know where to give advice. I wouldn't have told that bitch nothing like that. Bitch, let him slut you out. I don't know you. You just some bitch on interview. Keep it pushing. I swear Krishan is Sharp's little sister. And she done went out and procured a lot in the world. Meanwhile, he over there at No Jumper trying to keep it together. Trying to keep from popping a bitch. I swear, she had a little Virgo little son. I don't know how many of y'all know that, but Krishan, her son, was born on September. I think he was born on September 2nd. She had a little September Virgo son. And I keep telling y'all, Krishan and Sharp are spiritual brother and sister. For real. And his sister, his spirit sister, she done went out and procured a lot. Whereas he over here at No Jumper trying to keep the lights on over there in that little apartment he's in over there. I don't think he's in Burbank either. I'm going to be in Burbank this March, and I bet I won't run across Sharp ass. I'm going to be in Burbank with a little bit of, with the little change, the little 6K change I'm getting from my ex-husband. The first quarter of the year change I'm getting from him. Plus, I got my own little shit I'm doing. I got 3 ways of making bread right now. Plus, I drain my ex-husband of his fucking funds. So... That's what Pisces women do. Go out and get shit done. These September Virgo men don't do shit. but create a whole lot of nothing. That's what they do, and have kids, and probably be running around with the booty hole action. Gay ass motherfucker. I always want to argue with a bitch. Can't wait till I get done with this fucking mixtape talking about this fruit ball ass motherfucker. I always want to argue with her every time he on camera with a woman. If you play the conversation with two voiceover voice, you would think it was two bitches arguing back and forth. You really would.
Sharp one, he literally just said, nah, fuck that. Don't learn how to do your own business. Have someone give it to you. It's not what you know, it's who you know. Less is more. That was an unhinged rant. That doesn't even make sense.
Like,
Come on, you ain't do that.
what you say it make no sense. I'm saying
It's not what you know, it's who you know. That has nothing to do with this conversation. Even Adam's like, I don't know, it's both, I think. What a clown this guy Sharp is. So I want to show you this next clip that to me shows that Sharp has no experience in this field that he so dear loves, this sex trade. He doesn't know what the fuck is going on. Listen to this. So Sharp has a big problem with Blue Jasmine claiming that she in the past has had very men of high status give her things, money, cars, jewelry, whatever, without her having to actually go all the way with them. Okay, and Sharp doesn't understand this could be ever a possibility that a woman like Blue Jasmine can take a guy for his money without her having to give her body to him. Sharp has no idea what she's talking about. And so this is where you're going to watch Sharp get owned. Watch this.
NFL player comes to you, right? And he tell you, you end up liking him, like you say. You know his bag is up, and you tell him to eat your pussy a couple times. You think that man just gonna sit there, him being in the position that he's in, but you think that he ain't gonna sit there and balls to the walls your motherfucking ass?
Guess what?
You got life fucked up.
Right there. Right there. Let's pause right there. It is always some man who has never been in a certain position talking about a man and what he do with his dick who's in a certain position. Oh, I get so tired of that. It is always some man who it's always some 40K a year nigga talking about what a 240K a year nigga would do. Why? For what? Don't believe the hype, ladies. Don't believe the hype. I keep telling y'all Sharp be better off talking to bitches who are under 25. I keep telling y'all that he be better off talking to bitches who are under 25. That's who he's suited to talk to. Bitches 18 to 25. He can talk to real women, 27, 28, 29 years old. He is gonna get told like a freaking, this nigga gonna get ran over. Real talk, he's gonna get ran over, and then he's still gonna yell like the bitch inside of him. He's still gonna yell and keep yelling around with a bitch that if you want to put two Mickey Mouse voices on it, you would think it's two women arguing back and forth with each other. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm giving y'all the real right now. Giving y'all the real. This nigga ain't got no motherfucking plan. He keeps being a man with no plan, but he expects to be respected like he's a man, even though he was nothing but the anesthetic. He was the anesthetic. He was the aesthetic of Crane Crushers. He was the aesthetic of that group. That's it. This man ain't musically versed at all. You know, I watched a documentary on Vegas last night. You know, Sharp done sold his soul to Las Vegas. He really have. He sold his soul to Las Vegas, and he's not getting anything out. I kept telling you, I said Vegas is a place that, yeah, it's great to go there, and you know, dudes go there to get away from their wife and buy some coochie and do a little bit of gambling and smoke a little bit too much and drink and go to some nice bars and look at women and fuck and all that stuff. But Vegas is the big nothing, if you ask me. It really is. It's cool to go there over the weekend to get away, but it's the big nothing. It really is. Vegas is the big nothing, and this man sold his soul to the big nothing. So
talk to an NFL player before.
You got life fucked up.
And I can call my friend right now without even telling her what's going on. Didn't let.
Back to my fucking point. The whole point of me stopping right there was to say that there's always a man who is not in a position of power talking about what men who are in positions of power do with women. And let me tell you something. If men did not pay for sex, if men did not want to look at women that they were not paying, that they were not getting sex from, if men did not want to pay to look at girls that they were not getting sex from, there would be no OnlyFans. There would be no OnlyFans. Because let's be honest, most girls on OnlyFans are not meeting any of those subscribers that pay them $10.99 a month, $15.99 a month, $19.99 a month for them to create content on there. Most of them women have never met any of those people that are paying for that monthly subscription. Let's be real. I know somebody right now down in Houston who remind me of, well, I guess Blue Jasmine reminds me of her because I've been on this girl for almost 10 years now. We went to high school together. She's down there in Houston right now, staying somewhere that's down to $1,900 a month. And the way that she's getting money is OnlyFans, her little side business where she sells shampoos and shit, and her man. Those are her 3 streams of income. And her apartment literally is like $1,950 a month. And you got to make 3.5 times the rent to even get qualified to live up there because it's in downtown Houston. So Sharp is somebody who he really don't know what he's talking about. Men are out here paying to look at women. Isn't that the whole reason why the strip club started back in the late 1800s? And so a man would have a place to go to look at women. So when you say that this woman lying about somebody gave her a credit card because all she did was let that man eat her pussy and he gave her credit, I absolutely believe. I've had an older man to do that for me. I'm driving around in a brand new 2022 Toyota because of an older man that wanted to eat some pussy. So Sharp don't even know what he's talking about. He don't. And I get so sick of that. You know, going into my 30s, going to be 30 years old next year, I realize that it's always some man who's never been in a certain position talking about a man who is in that position that he has never been in financially. It's always some man making $80,000, $90,000 a year talking about what some millionaire man is doing in the bedroom with his dick. Like, get the fuck out of here. That shit is low-key homo. It really is. It really is low-key homo.
Let him fuck, ate my pussy, gave me his credit card. I went shopping with my friends. I didn't fuck. I told him no, I wasn't fucking.
What do you
You
think?
told
my
him,
pussy
you
and
told
he
him
gave
no,
me-
you wasn't fucking.
Assuming that
I
that's
could
true,
literally-
what do you
I
think
could-
of that kind of guy, and what do you make
It's
of
a
the
big
situation?
So Sharp did just get owned. He said, imagine there's an NFL player. He ain't going to do that. He's going to want to fuck. And then she just easily explains that actually that's exactly what does happen in the real world. And you wouldn't know anything about this because you're a fraud.
That's not what happens in the real world. That is what happens in that realm. When you meet men who have money and you're a pretty girl, they will give you money just to look at your tits. They will give you money just to see you dance. They will give you money just to go out on a date. And he don't have to be no lame ass nigga either. He can just be a man that wants to have multiple women in his life that he's doing multiple things for. Some men are like that. They want to be able to get one bitch a BMW, get one bitch a condo, and have one bitch that all he do is give her some money and pay a cell phone bill. There are men who are like that, who got plenty of money. They want their wife, their girlfriend, their hoe, and their bitch on the side. And Sharp don't know nothing about men like that, because he's not a man like that. He giving bisexual energy every time he start talking to a bitch. He giving some real hardcore bisexual energy.
And you don't know your way around a woman the way that you're telling people that you do. And you just flat out just don't have any game. Okay.
Does her having this policy bother you because you're used to helping women monetize?
I just think
fucking.
no, it's not about.
Is that
fucking.
what you're used to?
It's not about
Is
fucking.
that what you're used
it's
to?
about game.
Is that what you're
it's
used
about
to?
game.
So you're
And
talking
I
She's
know-
getting money and
and
not having to fuck.
Doesn't that sound like game? Somebody who's getting money who doesn't have to fuck? Oh, he wanted to suck on some tit. He wanted to eat on some ass. He wanted to eat on some pussy. You know, or maybe if somebody wanted to get a blowjob, that's still not having sex. And you still getting what, $800-900 out of it? Close to $1,000 out of it? Or somebody who's of a certain status just giving you a card and telling you go shop. Get the fuck out of here, man. Sharp wants to be a bitch without anyone ever calling him one. That man wants to be the bitch. He wants to take the place of the female in this world without having a baby and without anybody ever calling him a bitch. And that's just the fucking truth. A bunch of fucking nothing.
She got the most game.
Listen to me. You
Thank
not. By the way, listen to me.
Fucking Adam the cuck. Imagine only getting laid because the women sleeping with you are getting money from it. That must be a really sad life.
Like, well, shit, I had a motherfucker pass me a business.
It's true.
Just out of nowhere, like,
It's
just
true, but
sign
I
it
wasn't-
off to me. Like,
But
just
I
sign it
wasn't
off to me.
somebody that
That's
I learned
game.
how to do my business. You know, I learned how to.
Sharp needs to brush his teeth. Anyway, so he's talking about how you're supposed to get someone to give you your business. You got to have them sign it over to you. So he's basically talking about what he's done with Adam. Adam, he basically got Adam to give him his own show. He pimped on Adam. Okay, that's a fact. All right, so that was the summary of the first Sharp and Blue Jasmine interview that they would reference several times in the new one. That's why I wanted to show you that first, so that you guys had some context going in. Now, before we go to the second,
now we getting ready to go to these Carl Dago days.
I want to go over some stuff that one of my informants provided to me, and I found this stuff to be completely shocking and troubling and concerning, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. The following is a clip from an interview Sharp did over a decade ago when Sharp was still in his 20s, and spoiler alert, he wasn't a pimp. Watch this.
Your wallet getting is good, man. You know, a lot of
Call Dago. 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 Call Dago.
Little beady eyes.
Call Dago. 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 Call Dago.
Those little beady eyes. Oh, Sharp eyes are so cute. Oh, he was such a cute. He was such a cute little computer boy turned bad. Oh. Creamer ass motherfucker. Sugar and cream, nigga. Fucking real sugar and cream like nigga. I'm sorry, y'all. I just had to go all in when this picture came up. This little zesty ass picture.
of money in this music, so I mean that's the main thing. We do it for the love, but I mean we all trying to get paid though.
Getting the girls too. What is that? Is that Sharp?
Right, so as you guys can see, Sharp was in a zesty rap group, okay, and they called themselves the Crane Crushers. Very cringe. Watch this interview.
Very
Sharp's
cringe.
gonna be talking about the Crane
situation
Crushers and
was
how
cringe.
he got it tattooed
No
on
music
him, and
making
how he
ass
wants everyone else to
motherfuckers.
get it tattooed and stuff like that. Watch this.
Bitch, I went and got it tattooed on my hands. You know what I'm saying? I went and got it tattooed on my hands. Said fell right behind me, and then Skane was. I asked Skane. I was joking with Skane one day, and I was like, "Man, my nigga, when you gonna get the crane on you, man?" He said, "Man, you never know." He was like,
Actually apologize to my audience. This was before the Carl Dago days, but this was back when he was trying to do music. But this man don't come from no musical family. You know, it's two Virgos in my family. My brothers are both September Virgos, but I don't know Sharp. I just want to make that very clear. I don't know this man. I just think he reminds me of my brothers, and but he's funny as fuck though. He don't play nothing. He don't do nothing. So yeah, let's just continue to watch this man unfold. Him and his young preppy days, trying to be a little gangster boy, but he was really from Orange County. You're really from Orange County.
like, man, you never know.
That's what he looked like in that first clip.
About a month later,
Like a nice little
take me
boy.
to go get the crane. Boom! Everybody start talking about the crane in their music. Everybody that's Crane Crushers. We all Crane Crushers. You know what I'm saying?
So Sharp thought that he was headed to the top with the Crane Crushers. What a
top.
fucking idiot. And so Sharp's in his mid to late 20s here, and he's talking about his like rap shit and all this stuff. And I want to point out, he doesn't say the word church one time in this whole interview. I checked. So I think it's really odd that this guy that's been draped in velvet since he was 14, pimping on hoes, isn't playing the part of that persona on this interview. On this interview, he's like an aspiring rapper. Does this look like someone who's from the streets?
I'm crane crushing and I'm brain busting, coming through stunning like it ain't nothing. Sitting up high, got my engine running right. Me and my nigga crane crush every night. Pulled up sideways, cup full of ball. Baby looking at me like damn, you a star. Our clique, man, we ain't trying to be no new young money, man. We ain't trying to. There ain't no beef, no nothing.
This nigga was looking like the reject nerd reject looking ass. Like, are you for real, man? You were a good aesthetic, Sharp. That's it, nigga. You were a good aesthetic. That's it. You were a good aesthetic. That's it. He doesn't really have any like sing for like lyrical talent. That's what this really showed, that he does not have like any singing or like lyrical type of talent. And he was a Vegas-based artist. This is some people from Vegas, which, I mean, it's not really any major hip-hop history from Las Vegas other than the killing of Tupac. That's like the only major hip-hop history. Like, all of the biggest hip-hop artists that have, you know, become legendary in hip-hop are people from like LA, people from New York. It's really just like LA and New York, like the Bronx and Queens, New York. Those are the three like major hotspots for legendary hip hop. It's like LA, the Bronx, Queens, shit like that. Like San Diego, Las Vegas. The only thing legendary that's happening in Las Vegas as far as hip hop was like I said, the killing of Tupac. That's about it. That's the only legendary thing that's came up out there. That's hip hop legendary. You know, it was a bad legend, but it happened. It was some fucked up shit, but it happened. But let's go back to talking about this wannabe rapper, non-talented. Just the way he was just bouncing around on stage. It's just almost like he was bouncing around out of beat. Almost. It's like he was bouncing around on stage off beat. I don't know. He's not a musically talented person, you know, and when I say this about Sharp, I'm not even trying to be like ill-willed or be like upsetting. He's not a musically talented person. You know, I will say that Sharp is not a musically talented person. I think he has a way with words. I think he's good with, you know, politics, probably even. I think he's good with doing maybe some voiceover work. Other than with just fish and grits, he should do some more voiceover. I think he could consider doing some light acting, you know, with a few select shows. He could do some acting. But as far as the music thing, that is not him at all. On some real shit, music is not him. I think that he needs to dabble in some acting and just keep it what it is. Music is not his forte at all. Music is not Sharp's forte. It's not.
Man, you know, our clique, man, we trying to be better, man. We really trying to do this for the fans, man. We do this for y'all first, man. You know what I'm saying? Because without y'all, man, hey, man, we ain't got nothing.
So we got my boy from Dayton, we got some people from San Diego.
Does his chest say Sharpie? Wait a minute. Does his chest say Sharpie?
So
does this man's chest say Sharpie? Oh my God. That tattoo look like it says Sharpie. I told y'all we was gonna have another motherfucking
Call Dago.
moment.
Call Dago.
Gotta let that motherfucking alarm ring. Gotta let it ring for a moment.
But we love our craft. Doing what we do, our clique is you know, is unity. We got unity together, man. You know, no matter what, man, I'm going with my team, man, till I die.
So that CD, that $20 CD, that CD DVD, it's worth $1,000, man. Give you something that you could take and make 10,000 off of, man. It might be one bar of advice or one something or a perspective of thinking or just knowing you can't quit or just seeing the way we put together and we help out with our team, man. We never let nobody fall off. That's just something that everybody's needed right now. We all going through hard times,
look
man.
at all these gangsters.
That Sharp look like it's it looks like it says Sharpie.
Saying the N-word.
That tattoo look like it says Sharpie on some real shit. That chest tattoo looks like it says Sharpie.
at all. He's saying, man, hey, man. He doesn't even have the N-word pass. What a fucking loser. So this is the guy that everyone in my comment sections, he's really from the streets, fool. He's been about that life, fool. He's from San Diego. This guy is a bum from the suburbs of Vegas. And I'm showing you that here today. Look at this zest machine that he's fucking standing next to. Who is this guy?
Those of you that just saw that, I believe that tattoo on Sharp's chest did say Sharpie, as in the crown for the board that you get at like Office Depot. I think it did say Sharpie. It very much looked like the tattoo very much looked like it says Sharpie. That's very much what it looked like. It looks like it says Sharpie.
Guy, is this the guy that put Sharp on the game? Did this guy sprinkle Sharp with some game? I believe it. I believe anything zesty about Sharp. Now, I hope that did provide some insights into what Sharp's past is actually like. He didn't start doing the, I'm a pimp, baby. He didn't start doing that until way later. I'm going to show you a clip of Sharp acting like a zesty pimp. And this isn't the way what we saw just now. This is a new Sharp.
Kate to come outside tonight at 8 for her day. Hey, I'm gonna have her right straight up. Hey, church, I'm in the bag of bitches, man, and I'm looking for that.
Sharp is giving bisexual energy. I feel like he wants to be a bitch. I feel like he's giving bisexual energy. I really do. Like, I feel like he is straight up giving bisexual energy. He seems like he wants to be a bitch too. Like, he wants to get respected by a bitch, but he wants to be a bitch too. Like, I kind of feel like that's exactly what's going on here.
Red bone bitch.
And that tattoo on his chest did say Sharpie.
Hey, I need action out of my. I'm shaking my head, scratching my head. Now you want to tell? Okay, well let's take it. Kid not here. Let's take it. He ran it, my nigga. He ran it. Straight up, Ken, the utmost motherfucking respect, homie, and that corner smash, my nigga.
So as you can see, Sharp's personality has evolved. He is, in this video, saying the N-word. He's saying church. He's talking about breaking a bitch on the blade and breaking off some whatever. This is the Sharp that he wants people to think that he was. But I do want to point out he is extremely dusty. Just want that noted. So that was extremely important to show you. And I want to move on to the Blue Jasmine interview number 2. So where were we with this? Oh, yeah. So Sharp says, yeah, you made me some money, baby. Yeah, I put it in my pocket. Yeah. And she's like, fuck is you talking about? Are you dumb? And so this is how it opens. Sharp sort of treating her like an object and like sort of making fun of her for like, I don't even know what the angle is here. But what I do want you guys to understand is what happens with Sharp. See, what Sharp does is he is really nice to you over the phone. He'll talk to you for hours and hours and butter you up and find out things about you to throw you under the bus for. And then when they come on, he ambushes them and completely catches them off guard and starts attacking them. We've seen him do this with Kelpie. Sharp would talk on the phone with little Kelpie for hours and hours, pillow talking to this little kid. And then he'd have him on the show and then he would fucking ambush him and start talking about what they talked about on the phone, which is insane.
Church, because when I talked to you on the phone, homie, you even I called you out for what it was. Just asking you again. I know I did.
Dentist in Southwest Seattle. I don't know.
You told me that your parents
switched over, moved to Utah.
You told me your parents, but you told me on the phone, bro. My kids.
Yeah.
You told me your parents helped you get them right.
I put down the 4-band.
Bro, let me ask you something, and I've asked you this before. You didn't even know. You never even did your research on nothing. Like I even asked you on the phone. I said, "Nigga, you know who such and such was?" I'd rather you say, and you even told me you was like, "Yeah, Sharp, I don't think this is for me," because you even told me on the phone. That's on my kids.
I still don't.
That's on my kids. You was like, "Yeah."
Me and Sharp, we FaceTime for probably 3 or 4 hours after the first interview.
Right.
And he actually told me he was going to do another interview. He's like, bro, we need to do another interview.
The fact that Sharp had 4 hours to FaceTime you is kind of amazing to me.
He's a real one. I fuck with Sharp.
That wasn't good. The fact that this boy came on here telling everybody that Sharp had 4 hours to talk to him. I thought you was a pimp. I thought you was a businessman. I thought you was making moves out here in these streets. I thought you had stuff to do. You got 4 hours to go talk to little Kelpie? That wasn't a good look. You shouldn't have 4 hours to talk to little Kelpie. That was not only was that a zesty look, but that wasn't a good look as far as you being the man out here that's moving. That wasn't a good look as far as him being a man that's out here moving and shaking. That was not a good look. You had 4 hours to talk to that boy? This nigga gonna make me think he a bum for real. I'm talking about Sharp. He gonna make me think he a fucking bum for real. You have 4 hours to talk to this boy? You shouldn't even have 4 hours to talk to him. You shouldn't even have that time of day to talk to somebody that he came on No Jumper. You know, you didn't have to seek him out. He came on No Jumper. He was a part of the lineup of the day. So you didn't really do no business with him. He did business with No Jumper, and you got paid off of it. Why would you sit up and talk to him for 4 fucking hours? No, maybe that's his research plan. I don't know. Like I said, he not really a thinker, Sharp. He's definitely proven not to be a man who thinks, which means he's a man with no plan. All the fucking time.
Yeah.
The fact that Sharp had 4 hours, I mean, even Adam doesn't understand, and Adam's like borderline into guys. But even Adam's not sitting up on the phone with some guy whispering sweet nothings to him, talking about the game and shit like that. Sharp has no game. And so this is what he does. He talks on the phone with you. He finds things out about you, and then he throws you under the bus later on during the interview that he would eventually have with you. This is Sharp's MO. This is his game.
I'm just a nigga with some game and just trying to spread a little bit of it to the world, baby. Just try to sprinkle it on them a little bit.
Right. So whatever that was,
Wow, so this is quite a different person that we saw him act like in his younger years, in his 20s. Now he's, I got so much game, I'm trying to sprinkle you with some game. Oh, what happened to, yeah, man, I was just trying to get everybody to get my tattoo tatted on him because, you know, Sharp is a bum.
It just kind of caught buzz. Like throughout my homies. I ain't gonna say like throughout the streets or nothing, but it kind of like my homies that I was already chilling with in the studio kind of was like, all right, that's cool. They was feeling it, you know what I'm saying? And
but what about your stable of bitches? How come did they love it? Why aren't you talking about that? Is that because
did anybody see how Sharp was looking in those Crane Crusher days? That man didn't have no bitches. He didn't have no stable of hoes. He didn't have no bitches. His sexuality was questionable. Like, that man was not being no pimp. He was talking about pimpery and lie. I ain't gonna lie. I heard some of their little Crane Crasher songs on YouTube, and they were talking about pimpery and pimping. But Sharp was the aesthetic of the group. This man wasn't pimping no bunch of women. A woman would probably slap his little ass down back in the day. A woman probably would have slapped his little ass down. He probably have been slapped down by a woman before. He probably been slapped down by one. That's probably why he has so much animosity towards women, because he probably done been slapped down by a woman before. Like, literally, like, she physically put her hands on him. Yeah. Like, because he was like he was just like, he was a little string bean of a man back then. He not like that now, but he was a little string bean of a man. He really was.
Because it's like, oh, that ain't the game to be doing. Well, if that ain't the game, why are you doing it now?
Sharp was out here back in the day, back in the Crane Crusher days. He was looking like an abused man.
Oh, you fucking idiot. So Sharp's very stupid. So now I want to show you some actual clips from the interview. And so I want to show you Sharp basically trashing this woman's book that she came to promote. And from the start of the interview, he's just been rude and condescending and childish the whole time. And so she's getting a little fed up with it. And so because Sharp is losing control, he never had control, but because Sharp can't control this woman, he starts throwing a tantrum and starts shitting on her book that she came to promote, which is extremely unprofessional. It's indicative of shitty podcasting and bad hosting. And this obviously is the reason this interview was so dysfunctional, and why they argued so much is because Sharp just doesn't understand how to conduct himself in an interview. He shows up all drunk, half-dressed. He's wearing an open jacket with no shirt on, with his freshly shaved chest and stomach.
Shouldn't even wrote 48 fucking words in there, and they published it.
A good chapter for you would be identify and stay away from the dusties.
You is when they tell you at the very end, throw this book in the fire. Throw that motherfucker garbage can.
So how would
I didn't hear this part of the interview. Hold on. She said how good. Oh my God! Oh my God! Because the Dago alarm is up on that one. Identify Rogue and Goodness. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I didn't catch the whole interview. The new interview with Blue Jasmine. I didn't catch that. I had no idea she said something like that to him. No wonder he stormed out. She started telling the truth. No wonder he stormed out. He's showing that broke, dusty, I pimp bitches on the blade that's on meth and heroin. He came in there with that, and she just told him like it was. I didn't see this part. That was very hilarious.
Would anyone even be able to conduct themselves appropriately with this fucking COPD patient screaming at them? It's just like, what's she supposed to do? What do you even do? So she's getting annoyed with this guy that she doesn't respect at all, and Sharp's getting upset because he feels like he's losing. So now he's going to threaten to have her beat up by one of his hoe bitches. He's going to have one of his hoe bitches pull up and beat this woman up for having an attitude. Okay, watch this.
Yeah, probably. Like, is it an anger issue? Because I have a bitch pull up right now. She'll get out in my favor.
I mean, if that's what the fuck you want to do, we could. If you don't want to do that,
don't touch with me.
Listen,
I'm saying you got anger though, right? You still got a problem, right?
We could do that. But we could do that. God, word to my life. God right now. God right now. God right now.
Got that shit, church.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah. God right now.
Let's see.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. And it's like, no, let it. What?
But if you got
You're a faggot. You're a faggot, my nigga. You're a faggot. What you mad about? A conversation?
Pick some money up off the floor.
Yeah.
Pick some money up off the floor.
I never pick it up, but
pick
you
some
gonna
money up off the floor. No, don't pick none of that shit up.
Thank you.
You don't pick it up, nigga.
Thank you,
yeah,
baby.
pick it up, baby.
$40. Look how to get money from a nigga without fucking him.
Pick it up off the floor.
Without fucking
Pick that shit up off the floor. Keep running that shit.
Can you get that for me, please, sir?
Yeah, pick that shit up off the. No, he ain't picking up nothing. You gotta pick it up,
Thank you. You a fucking bum. You a fucking bum. These people done picked you up from the streets, nigga. Are you fucking dumb? They done picked you up from the streets. Are you fucking dumb? You call bitches crying. Are you stupid?
Bitch, cry who?
Cry? What? Crying the bitches. Get it! What's up? What's up? Because I'm really about to get my bread from you, nigga. What's up? I don't really like that. You fucking punk. I really like that. Get angry. Words to my life. Get angry. I really like that. I really like that. You don't know how I move around my city, nigga.
Go. Call Dago. 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 Call Dago.
But though, what's good with you? Like, why you don't respect? Why you don't respect women?
So Sharp says, what is the attitude or something? Because I can have a bitch pull up right now in my favor, get down with you. What's up? And it's just like, hold on a second. First of all, no one's ever seen you with a woman. You have never been seen with a female other than at No Jumper for an interview. So that's extremely weird. So I would have been like, and so she says, yes, excuse me. She says, yes, have her pull up. Calls his bluff. Okay. He doesn't have any bitches. Sharp has the grossest, most street level low.
Let me tell you why Sharp didn't have no bitches. Sharp didn't have no bitches because he was running up in them strip clubs out there in Vegas, such as Crazy Horse, such as what is it, Peppermint Hippo, or what's the other one called? No, Crazy Horse is one of them that he was running up in. Let's check it out. Strip clubs in Vegas. Let's check it out. All right, let's check it out. He was up in Peppermint Hippo and Diamond Cabaret and Crazy Horse 3 and the Library and Minx. Yeah, he was up in Centerfolds. Sharp used to be up in Centerfolds. trying to get different Asian bitches to fuck with him. Them Asian hoes don't think he look like shit. On some real shit. Them Asian women, they not excited about how he look. They don't excite them. They see yellow skin. They see yellow skin all the time. Okay? Shit. They see yellow skin all the time. He was trying to go up in there and trying to get some bitches to work for him. They kept kicking him out of Peppermint Hippo and Centerfold. They was kicking him out of Centerfolds about a year and 6 months ago. They was kicking him out of Centerfolds back in 2022. He was getting kicked out of Centerfolds. So Sharp has been being kicked. I'm sure he'll hate this video now. Now that we released some truth about him. He got kicked out of Centerfolds for trying to get bitches to be pimped.
Rent, street walking damsels of the night. That's all Sharp deals with. And so now he's dealing with a woman that doesn't allow herself to be controlled or manipulated by some douchebag like Sharp, and he can't handle it. And so she literally verbally owns him. Everything that he says, she has an answer for, and she shuts him down. And then when she shuts him down, he sits there silently and then just says a random insult, like about her looks. Like right here, he's going to make fun of her lips and starts talking about how she has a botched lip injection.
This is how you can learn how. That's a fact.
Oh!
And the bitches in my city know it's real. So,
What a sad lip when you talk about it.
No, it's not a sad lip. It's an attitude lip. Like, yeah, they know it's real.
Bad lip filler.
No.
Happens sometimes.
No.
Shit dissolves. You got to go back and get it sometime.
No.
She might not have hit it the right way.
And now he want to rag on her lips like he's another female. That's what females do. Oh, bad boob job, bitch. Bad nose job, bitch. Oh, looks like your lip needs some more filler, bitch. Maybe put filler in that forehead of yours, bitch. maybe color that hair a little bit better, bitch. Those ends are looking scraggly. Maybe clip those ends a little bit more, bitch. They're looking scraggly. Those earrings aren't the best. And maybe that outfit. Or maybe that tattoo could have been placed somewhere else. Or that fucking bracelet. Is that even real? That's some bitch shit. That is some bitch shit.
Who know about that?
I'm just saying, I've had a lot of bitches that had lips done. I mean, fuck. Like,
You do seem like the type of guy who would know about that.
Ain't not supposed to know everything about a bitch.
You obviously don't know. You don't know how to respect one.
So
you don't know how to respect one.
So you say.
I ain't even do nothing to you.
So she owns him to the point of speechlessness. And then he insults her physical appearance and insinuates she had a botched lip injection. And then he says that he knows everything about a bitch. And then she says, well, you don't know how to respect one. What? That's ownage. That's a double ownage. Okay. This whole interview is Sharp getting owned. Go watch it. This whole interview is Sharp getting systematically owned by this woman, and then he retorts to the ownage with random insults, like what you're going to see here.
Hey, about yourself.
Selling clothes out the trunk.
I don't sell clothes, babe. I sell clothes.
I'm not mad at you.
What are you talking about? I live well, babe.
You never did.
I live well.
You never
sell
did.
clothes out of the car.
Fake Louis.
Out of the
fake
car.
Gucci.
When?
You never sat there and sold fake clothes, fake Gucci and Louis clothes.
When?
When we first met you.
I used to sell clothes. This was like 3 years ago during pandemic.
So Sharp's calling this girl out for allegedly selling fake Louis and fake designer and stuff. Meanwhile, one of my informants alerted me to the fact that Sharp is wearing a fake designer watch. That's right. So Sharp has a fake Patek Nautilus Tiffany watch that retails for approximately $2 million. And he's wearing it without shame. Meanwhile, he's trying to shame this lady for selling fake designer. I mean, the guy's a fucking idiot. I mean, maybe he thinks it's real. Maybe he thinks that he has a bitch that took it off a baller or something. I don't know. But I can assure you it is fake. It is a fake watch. And so if anyone sees Sharp, please approach him and tell him that I said to take that fucking watch off. Okay, he'll love that. So Blue Jasmine has Sharp so frustrated that he can't even, he's so fucking owned that he doesn't know what to do. So he ends the interview prematurely. We've seen him do this before with the Masika interview, but this time he knows he's going to get roasted if he does it too abruptly. So he just, I don't even know what you call this. I'm just going to play the clip.
Triple doubles today.
Dusty, Brokey. Yeah. 48 Laws of Night, 48 Laws of a Bastard. around here if I done got you paid. You said it yourself. You said I done got you paid.
Wow. So he walks off like a turd. And I also want to make a quick mention that Sharp sent her money just for spending money. So No Jumper paid $1,200 for her ticket, and then she flew, but she also wanted $500, and Sharp sent the $500. So he's a simp. Okay. And he got no sex, and he just absolutely is just a fucking little bitch. I don't know what else to say about it.
Oh, well, you did send me that 500. Thank you for the 500 you sent me last night. Thank you for the 500.
We had to get your broke ass down here.
Yeah, I was already
go up, dumbass.
I was already coming.
He doesn't conduct himself this way with all women. He only does it with women that he's attracted to. He doesn't conduct himself this way with the less attractive. I'll show you what I mean.
Jay DeVille, the one that don't like to steal. Hey, man, we out this motherfucker. I love you, baby. We gone, church. Shoot us out of here, man.
I hit up, like, I literally called Lena and everything, freaking out, like, yo, I missed my period. I was ovulating during that scene. Like, holy shit, I think I'm fucking pregnant. And this was before they had Parker. So she's like, damn, I didn't even get pregnant by him yet. But then it was a false alarm.
Oh, damn. Keep going. I'm just listening.
He's a listener. He's a talker. He's not the one with the game.
You know, that was very striking.
Yeah. I don't know, but I feel like...
So this woman is virtually disgusting, and that's why Sharp doesn't have a problem with what she does. Okay? So I thought that was pretty cool. So I thought I would just throw that in there. And so that's going to be the end of the video today, folks. I need to leave a little meat on the bone for later. Okay, so there will be more Sharp stuff coming up. So make sure you're subbed. And shout out to Sharp. Thank you for putting some money in my pocket. I appreciate that very much. I would also like to thank you all for continuing to watch to the end and hitting the like.
Call Dago in this bitch.